One quiet morning, amidst the African swamps, a life is about to begin, but not everyone is chosen to survive. They will follow a light bird from its first moment to its fateful flight. There are stories that need no dialogue, silence alone is enough to make one ponder. Who do you think will survive until the end? Try to anticipate what will happen before the story begins. A vast swamp stretches endlessly, hiding a fragile nest among tall silent reeds. The camera moves closer, revealing 3 large eggs resting quietly in damp vegetation. One egg shows a faint crack, a subtle sign that something inside is waking. The crack widens slowly, tiny shell fragments shifting like a quiet internal struggle. The egg trembles gently, as if the life inside is testing its fragile boundary. The egg trembles gently, as if the life inside is testing its fragile boundary. A small piece breaks open, exposing the damp interior to the outside world. A wet chick emerges slowly, exhausted already, as if life started mid-challenge. The newborn lies still, breathing softly, clearly not impressed with its dramatic entrance. Behind it, another egg begins to crack, as competition quietly joins the scene. The second chick struggles out, slower and weaker, like it missed rehearsal. Both chicks lie together, but their differences already whisper louder than their breathing. The first chick drags itself toward the center, claiming space without asking permission. The second tries to rise but collapses, clearly not winning this early round. A shadow falls over them as the adult arrives, silent and unreadable. The parent stands still, holding food, observing without urgency or visible concern. It lowers its head slowly, and suddenly timing becomes everything for survival. The stronger chick reaches first, proving speed matters more than fairness here. The weaker one tries but fails, like showing up late to a closed door. The adult lifts its head, leaving little behind, as if portions were carefully limited. The stronger chick settles centrally, while the weaker remains stranded near the edge. The adult returns again, stepping slowly, carrying another meal through still water. It approaches the nest, repeating the same quiet ritual without any visible hesitation. The stronger chick reacts instantly, clearly learning faster than its sibling. The weaker chick tries to approach, but finds itself physically blocked and outmatched. Feeding continues unequally, like a game where only one player understands the rules. The adult lifts its head again, leaving behind almost nothing for the slower one. The stronger chick adjusts its stance, securing dominance without needing aggression. The weaker chick attempts movement but stops halfway, energy already running low. Both remain still for a moment, but silence now feels heavier than before. The adult stands nearby, watching without interference, as if this outcome is expected. Under harsh light, the stronger chick stands while the weaker barely lifts itself. The stronger chick walks slowly, its stability growing with each careful step. The weaker one lifts its head briefly, then drops it again, visibly exhausted. The adult returns once more, bringing food without changing its neutral presence. It lowers its head, and the stronger chick positions itself perfectly underneath. The stronger chick feeds immediately, blocking access with simple positioning. The weaker chick attempts to move forward but stops, unable to complete the effort. The adult lifts its head again, leaving nothing behind for the struggling sibling. A long still moment follows, where movement fades and reality becomes undeniable. The adult remains motionless, its silence louder than any intervention could be. The nest remains still, with one chick standing and the other barely moving. The nest remains still, with one chick standing and the other barely moving. Close-up reveals the weaker chick almost motionless, its energy nearly gone. The stronger chick shifts away, turning its focus toward the center of the nest. Time stretches quietly, and absence begins to replace presence without announcement. The adult stands over them, unchanged, as if nothing unusual has occurred. The stronger chick steps further inward, increasing the distance from the edge. The weaker chick fades from view, partially hidden by framing and stillness. Only one chick remains clearly visible, standing alone in the nest. The nest appears larger now, not because it grew, but because something is missing. The surviving chick adjusts its balance, showing early signs of growing strength. It walks slowly, each step more confident than the last. Its feathers begin changing, soft fuzz giving way to structured gray plumage. The chick lifts its head higher, scanning its surroundings with new awareness. The adult returns again, but now feeding feels less like competition. The chick approaches confidently, no hesitation left in its movements. It feeds without interruption, finally alone in its claim to resources. One wing stretches slightly, testing limits it did not have before. It flaps both wings briefly, losing balance but not confidence. The chick regains stability, standing stronger than it ever has before. It stands taller now, scanning the swamp like it finally belongs here. Both wings extend outward, holding longer as strength builds gradually. A stronger flap lifts its body slightly, though it remains grounded. The chick steps closer to the edge, pausing with cautious curiosity. For the first time it looks beyond the nest into the wider world. Wings flap again, more controlled, more deliberate than before. A small hop lifts it briefly, hinting at what might come next. It steadies itself quickly, recovering balance without panic. Standing near the edge, it faces outward, instinct quietly guiding it forward. The vast swamp stretches ahead, and the chick now stands at its threshold. It remains still at the edge, as if listening to something unseen. Its wings open slightly, holding steady in the warm moving air. A long pause follows, where even the wind seems to wait. The chick lowers its body, preparing for a decisive movement. It pushes forward, leaving the safety of the nest behind. Mid-air, its wings extend fully, catching the light and the moment. It flaps strongly, slowing its descent with growing control. The chick glides just above the water, balancing instinct and effort. It lands in shallow water, steady and surprisingly composed. Standing there, it looks back at the nest now far behind. Its wings fold slowly, returning to a calm resting position. It takes a step forward, entering the swamp as its new home. Close-up reveals a calm, focused gaze shaped by everything it endured. It pauses, observing the vast environment with quiet awareness. The empty nest appears in the distance, silent and unchanged. The camera moves closer to the nest, emphasizing its stillness. The surface shows no movement, only traces of what once happened. The young bird stands alone, again grounded in the present moment. It walks forward, moving deeper into the swamp without hesitation. From afar it becomes smaller, blending into the vast landscape. The bird stands still as daylight fades into cooler evening tones. It turns its head slightly, remaining alert but calm. A wide view shows the swamp stretching endlessly, the bird barely visible. The empty nest returns, darker now, unchanged and silent. Close-up reveals only texture, no movement, no life remaining there. A faint ripple crosses the water, then disappears quietly. The bird appears again, now a silhouette against fading light. It walks into darker reeds, gradually disappearing from view. The swamp grows emptier, with only distant traces of movement remaining. Silence takes over completely, leaving nothing but still water and memory.